Greek Freak is the MVP right now. How about that? And you know what? I've never given my name up before, but I'm giving it to him. He's the new Superman.
You're giving the new Superman nickname to the Greek Freak?
Yes, I am.
Who can't hit a three-pointer yet, Shaq? Can he at least hit a jump shot first?
I didn't hit no three-pointer either, but he's dominating, and that's what I like. You dominating in the paint, you taking it to the hole, you throwing it down, you ain't shooting no flip shots. He did something last night. I was like, you know what? This kid can play. So I denounced myself as Superman, and I'm giving it to the Greek Freak.
Max Kellerman.
I love this so much.
Giannis? New Superman?
I love this so much. And Stephen A., great work out of you. You have to understand what this is about. Shaq is exactly right. Shaq was the one player in modern NBA history performing at an MVP caliber level and only scored in the paint, took it to the rack. That's how he got his points. See, free throw line, too. Can't do anything about that. But that's where he's, well, not taking jump shots and fadeaways, and like he had a little hook there, but it's all in the paint. He's taking it strong. Patrick Ewing with the fadeaway, and Hakeem with a jump shot, and David Robinson had a variety of ways to score. And even when you look at the little guys, the high flyers that we think of as ultra aggressive, Jordan and Kobe, they developed an outside game, and that's good. That's great. It makes them even better, right? KD can score smoothly from anywhere. Even LeBron shoots the three from certain spots very well in the deep three. Obviously, Steph. Show me an MVP caliber player since Shaq who only gets it in the paint. He only takes it to the rack. That's where the Greek Freak scores, and that's why Shaq is saying him. He's taking it strong every time. That guy can be Superman. I love it.
It makes total sense that Shaq would make that claim. You're right about that because Antetokounmpo is averaging 27 and 13 right now on 57% shooting, 11% from three-point range, 11. Okay, and from the free throw shooting, he's not quite as bad as Shaq was, but he's at 68%. Here is the only thing, and I don't have a problem with Shaq's, proclamation or whatever, because it makes total sense. He's right. Here's the only thing that I would say to y'all: Shaq was unstoppable. He was a physical freak of nature. He was 350 pounds. He was the most dominant force of our lifetime outside of Wilt Chamberlain. This is what we've seen. The Greek Freak is something special. But because of his muscular but slim frame, even though he gets to the rack, dribbling the ball, creating his own path to the basket, the dominance that Shaq is speaking to is not something that has worked for the Greek Freak, nor do I think will work come playoff time. Now, he averaged 25, 9, and 6 against Boston in their 7-game series last year. But when it really, really counted, you could find a way to neutralize him because he couldn't shoot. Whereas with Shaq, there was no way to neutralize him because he was so massive.
You may be right. If the Greek Freak had a three-point shot, he'd be the best player in the game, including LeBron. Yes, I mean, if he could really shoot it. But that's the point. You just said Shaq was a physical freak. Freak is in Antetokounmpo's name, the Greek Freak. In other words, of all the freaks that we've seen,
but that's not the case come playoff time.
Joel Embiid, the freakishly great players, even if you don't think of them physically that way, Tim Duncan or even KG or someone like that. You think of LeBron. LeBron is a physical freak, all those things. But no one's whole offense or scoring offense is predicated in the paint since Shaq,
but don't convolute the issue. You can't teach 350. That's all I'm saying. You can't teach 350 come postseason time. That's all I'm saying. I'm not disagreeing with any other points.
But, okay,
I'm saying you can't teach 350. That's a lot of beef, bro.
Fair enough.
That's a lot of beef.
You know how people say the game has changed? It's not about the big man in the paint anymore. That's true.
In the postseason, it will be.
But it's still about the paint. You still must get to the painted area. If it's off the dribble, a post, whatever it is, you still got to do that to collapse the offense at times. It can't just all be three-pointers. That helps your three-point game. What I'm saying is this. What if the Greek Freak, who has a different way of getting to the paint than Shaq, obviously, what if the Greek Freak thrives in the playoffs? Are you ready then to call him Superman?
Well, then call me when it happens.
Okay. Good.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with saying that he already averaged 25, 9, and 6 in the playoffs? That's not shabby. I'm simply saying that when it came time, it didn't matter what time of the game is. Last second, first second, 350 pounds is a problem. Now, with the Greek Freak, let's see as the game wanes, because of his inability to hit perimeter shots, if he'll be able to get to the basket with that level of ease in the postseason.
Who was the closer on the Shaq team, Stephen A? Who was the closer?
Excuse me?
Who was the closer on those great Shaq teams in LA?
Well, I'd say Kobe, but it's still like it's not like Shaq didn't get him there either.
I like Chris Middleton a whole lot, but he ain't Kobe Bryant. You can't if the Greek Freak goes off and gets bumped in the second round, you can't hold that against him.
All right, whatever. Let's move on because we got boxing to get to.
Yeah,
you keep
we
talking,
do,
we won't even get to
Stephen A.
that.